take your seats now. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a Tuesday, the 24th day of March 2026, and this day, I'm sure, is going to be remembered by all of you for the rest of your lives. Ladies and gentlemen, never before has science taken center stage in human evolution like this. All of us are at the cusp of something great. Never before have scientists been bolstered by technology that advances their thinking and their attempts and efforts to bring good towards humanity. And at this stage, we celebrate your achievement at the BMS Campus Awards Ceremony 2026. I take the privilege of introducing you to our head table this morning. Our chief guest here this morning joining us is Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Dr. W.A. Wijewardena, the President of BMS Campus, who is also a former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of this island. Dr. Kalum Gamage, Vice President of BMS Campus. Mr. Alex Burks, Chief Executive, Awards for Training and Higher Education. Mr. Surya Bibile, Regional Manager, South Asia, Pearson, UK. Dr. Madhi Kandaya, Dean, Faculty of Life and Medical Sciences of BMS Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, formalities need to be in place, and to do the honors, may I invite our chief guest here this morning, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, to formally declare open the BMS Awards Ceremony, the BMS Campus Awards Ceremony of 2026.
I declare BMS Award Ceremony 2026 is now opened.
Thank you for doing us the honors, sir. We're privileged to have you as a chief guest here this morning. The journey of BMS Campus has evolved into an institution of academic excellence, fostering innovation and creating and shaping the future of next generation leaders. BMS's success, of course, is achieved under the strategic leadership of its president, Dr. W.A. Wijewardena, and BMS Campus also, time and again, in a very humble way, takes pride that BMS Campus is always chosen and referred by students and parents, friends and family alike, to keep coming back. This has been a cornerstone of success. Ladies and gentlemen, the man at the helm is now given stage to speak to all of you all. May I invite the BMS Campus President, Dr. W.A. Wijewardena, to formally, in his eloquence, welcome you.
Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, and our chief guest this morning, Mr. Alex Burks, the Chief Executive of ATHE, the global internationally known UK-based educational institution, our guest of honor, Dr. Kalum Gamage, our Vice President, Dr. Madhi Kandaya, our Dean of Science, and also Mr. Surya Bibile of the Pearson Group. On behalf of the governing board of the BMS Campus, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you to this morning's graduation ceremony, at which we are going to recognize and appreciate the academic excellence shown by our students in the higher national diploma exams. As parents, You may be very proud of your children who have done a very difficult task of completing their academic work with flying colors, and they are now to proceed to a university degree after completing this particular program. So I congratulate all of you on the excellent work that you have done in achieving your academic performance. And also I thank the parents for relying on BMS campus to send their students to study at the BMS campus. As you are aware, we have 2 years ago, we have celebrated our Silver Jubilee, and we are moving into a new era of academic work at BMS today, consolidating our academic work not only in Sri Lanka but also in the regional countries like India, Pakistan, Nepal and the Middle East, to become one of the most demanded higher education institutions in the country. We had a very long journey to come to this particular position today with the dedicated staff, the academic as well as the non-academic staff that we have, and also the support given to us by the parents of the students and many of the local universities which have become the partners of the provision of the academic excellence to us. We have been able to become a very demanded institution in the country today. As I mentioned, there are several local state universities which are collaborating with us. University of Sri Jawadanapura, University of Kelaniya, University of Colombo, and also now in the offing University of Aruna University and also the Sabaragamu University. They are also trying to help us in our achievements. We are thankful to all these institutions for lending their hand so that BMS campus is in a position to maintain its academic standards. Today, you are passing out from BMS after completing your higher national diplomas. That journey will provide a pathway for you to do a degree with us if you would like to do it, or with the Northumbria University of UK, where the Northumbria University has recognized BMS as its regional center in Sri Lanka and the Maldives. The final year would be conducted by us under their supervision, and of course most of the students I know in the past, they have preferred to do the final year with us rather than going to Newcastle and do it there in Northumbria on site. One reason has been the quality of education that we have been providing. And at the same time, it will be a very big relief to the budgets of your parents, because if you do it in the United Kingdom, and also if you do it with us at BMS, the amount that you have to spend for your higher education is only a fraction of what you would have been spending in the United Kingdom. So that's why we are getting students from the Maldives and also from India to do their studies with us. You have started your journey, and that journey is not a very pleasant one, because learning is not a pleasant activity, as we all know. It is stressful and painful, but with that pain you have been able to accomplish your goal. And you have to be thankful to your parents for supporting you, thankful to your academic staff who had guided you, Thankful to our non-academic staff who had been behind you all the time. So I wish you all the best, and we hope that we'll be meeting again after 1 year at the BMS graduation ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vijayavardhana, for those words, and as usual, chartering the course for many to see light in their future and follow it wisely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind us here this morning, it's good to have reminders in life, and this one is that BMS celebrated its Silver Jubilee in 2024. It's more than 25 years of making learning happen. It's a legacy that we are proud of, and it's a legacy that was put together by every single person who walked through the doors, the hallways, and sat through the classrooms and made sure that every mountain was not too high to climb. It is now a degree awarding institution recognized by the Ministry of Education in terms of the Universities Act in Sri Lanka as well. Along with that, I'd like to share something else as well. That BMS Campus is now a member of the Association of Commonwealth Universities. Today, you're going to celebrate the success of two main streams, that is science and business. To address all of you equally, we have a person who's just right, and that is our chief guest. I'd like to introduce to you in a few words Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama. Mr. Sirikumara has served at the Central Bank of Sri Lanka for more than 25 years as well. He has held different roles and contributed immensely in his capacities. Prior to being appointed as the Deputy Governor, he held a position as Assistant Governor and was from time to time overseeing several functions including currency management, public debt management, deposit insurance, financial sector resolution, finance, and other corporate services. Mr. Sirikumara has been instrumental in introducing numerous law reforms in the banking and financial sector, financial market infrastructures, capital markets, and also combating money laundering and terrorist financing. In his capacity, he has also introduced strict governance standards within the bank and introduced resolutions and enforcement measures to strengthen the financial sector. He was a member in the National Payments Council, Financial Stability Committee, and Financial Risk Management Committee. Currently, he functions as the Vice Chairman of the Institute of Bankers of Sri Lanka. Mr. Sirikumara holds a Master of Law degree from Monash University, Australia, and the University of Colombo. He also holds a Bachelor of Law degree from the University of Colombo. He is an attorney at law and a member of the International Compliance Association, United Kingdom. He possesses international diplomas in anti-money laundering and compliance as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if there was a person you would like to listen to, I am sure it is our chief guest here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium our chief guest here this morning, Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka.
Dr. W. Vijayavardhana, President of BMS Campus, Dr. Kalum Gamage, Vice President, distinguished guests of the head table, diplomats, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you. Let me begin by warmly congratulating all of you on your excellent performance. Your achievements today are the result of discipline, commitment, and perseverance. This is a proud moment not only for you, but also for your parents, families, and well-wishers who have supported you throughout this journey. I encourage you to carry this momentum forward, because learning is not a destination, it is a lifelong pursuit. It's a journey. So we need to continue with that. I'm really happy to hear that you are already starting your studies into the undergraduate studies, and of course you are continuing that journey. It is indeed a pleasure and privilege for me to be here as a chief guest and to share this important milestone in your lives. Today, we gather at a moment, at a time shaped by what is often described as VUCA world, one that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. This is such a VUCA time that anyone in this audience would understand what a vulnerable world we are living, what a uncertain world we are living, what a complex and what an ambiguous environment that we are living. Sometimes people call this tuna world, adding that this is turbulent, uncertain, novel, and ambiguous as well. Be it VUCA world, tuna world, or Barney world, because sometimes it is described as brittle, anxious, non-linear, and incomprehensible as well. Whatever it is, now these labels, you would understand, are not anymore just academic labels. These are realities. These reflect the realities we experience every day. Rapid technological changes, economic uncertainty, unexpected global shocks, and increasingly complex systems that do not behave in predictable ways. If everything is predictable, our life would have been much easier. But that is not the case, fortunately or unfortunately. In such a world, the value of education becomes even more profound. As Nelson Mandela once stated, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Change the world. That is the emphasis. Today, education must go beyond knowledge. It must equip you with ability to adapt, to think critically, to remain resilient, and to navigate ambiguity with confidence. Therefore, higher education carries a significant responsibility in any society. It must bridge the gap between academic learning and industry needs, equipping you with both technical expertise and essential soft skills such as communication, adaptability, and ethical judgment. The skills gap remains a challenge, and institutions like yours, BMS Campus, are playing an important role in addressing this through industry-aligned curricula and internationally recognized qualifications. I'm pleased to see that BMS has this kind of acknowledgements and affiliations with foreign and local universities, which proves that you are basically achieving academic excellence in your academic work. I wish to commend BMS Campus for this reason, for its leadership, academic staff and administration, for their continued contribution to developing high quality human capital in the country and thereby supporting sustainable economic progress in the country. At this juncture, let me share a personal reflection that makes this occasion particularly meaningful to me. When I joined the central bank many years ago, around 26 years ago, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena, chairman, was a director. If I can remember correct, he was in charge of two different departments, EPF department and rural credit department. It was a name given there. He soon became an assistant governor and then the deputy governor. Importantly, he delivered the very first lecture to us as new entrants to the bank on 2nd of May, year 2000. That first address left a lasting impression on me. Even after nearly 26 years, I continue to draw inspiration from it. Standing here today as Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, sharing this platform with him is both a privilege and a moment of deep personal significance. So by the way, presently I am occupying the office that you used to occupy. Therefore, every day when I enter the office, I repeatedly realizes what the burden is on me, what kind of great personalities have held this position earlier, and inevitable social responsibility that is bestowed upon us becomes a daily reminder to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Sri Lanka today stands at the threshold of an important digital transformation. As you all are aware, when we look ahead, digital literacy, innovation and adaptability will be essential. Our country aspires to harness the opportunities of the digital economy, and this will require a workforce that is skilled, forward-thinking, and responsive to change. You, as graduates, have a critical role to play, not merely as participants, but as drivers of this transformation. At the same time, it is important to ensure that the expansion of higher education is supported by strong legal and regulatory frameworks. These frameworks help maintain quality, build trust, and ensure that qualifications meet both national and global standards. I understand that BMS Campus, as a degree awarding institution under the Universities Act of Sri Lanka, is part of this important framework and safeguards educational excellence and continues in that journey steadily. My dear diplomates, as you step into next phase of your journey, remember that your qualification is not just a personal achievement. It is also a responsibility to contribute meaningfully to society, to uphold integrity, and to continue striving for excellence in all that you do. That is the responsibility bestowed upon you today. The world you are entering may be uncertain, even unpredictable, but it is also rich with opportunities. With the right mindset, skills, and values, you have the ability not only to navigate this world, but to shape it for better. That is what Nelson Mandela said in other words. I wish you every success in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Thank you for setting the right context and giving hope and direction to the graduates here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, today, BMS diplomats who will be recognized and celebrated represent 5 streams in the higher national diplomas. Today we will see the HND programs of business, higher diploma in biomedical science, higher diploma in biotechnology, higher diploma in food science and nutrition, and the higher diploma in medical biotechnology. I hope that you counted 5. BMS Campus was the first non-state higher education institution in Sri Lanka to provide access to studies in biomedical science, biotechnology, food science, and nutrition and medical biotechnology. And this takes a special place of pride in our hearts. BMS now, and has been always, lobbying to develop and give recognition to this new profession of scientists in Sri Lanka, an area that has not received its share of light. BMS graduates are currently pursuing studies and careers in the UK, Australia, France, Finland, Germany, still going on, USA, and other European countries. The Higher National Diploma in Biomedical Science is approved by the Institute of Biomedical Science UK, which provides pathways for graduates to become scientists within international research circles. We now move on, ladies and gentlemen, and you see students standing, we go on to the awards. But before I do so, I'd like to do a little activity. To begin with, let's have a show. Whoever is happy to be here this morning, could you please give us a round of applause? Okay. That's good. Now, whoever is thankful that this is over and that now you can start anew, and who are really, really, really happy and want to celebrate that, give a round of applause this time. And louder, yeah? Thank you. Now, that was just an audio check of how hard you can clap. So, let me tell you this. If you feel that the volume was the first one or nothing at all, you yourself can make it sound like the second time you gave the applause. You don't have to listen to the person next to you, wonder whether another person's clapping. If you notice that the sound level is low, you can be the person to start the applause once again. I hope I have your services in this regard and your support here this morning, simply because all here this morning in terms of graduates and students deserve to be celebrated. And when one person is receiving their award, there is the student and two parents hoping that it's celebrated equally. So I look forward to your support. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to hand over the awards, and this time we will have the Higher Diploma in Biomedical Science, Biotechnology, Food Science and Nutrition, and Medical Biotechnology Awards. To do the honors, may I invite our chief guest here this morning to come forward on stage, the Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, who will begin the awards. Higher Diploma in Biomedical Science, Tharuki Paris. Aisha Safrin. Kirtika Paramanandan. Shonaline Fonseca. Gajani Rajeshwaran. Saini Pushpakumar. Gayashi Jayawardena. Narmada De Silva. Zahar Nadeem. Nanduja Gunashikharan. Patanjali Sri Ranjan. Abhinaya Balasingham. Tarunya Anbalagan. Navodaya Fernando. Saranya Murlidharan. Shahira Siddiq. Asini Fernando. Haritra Ramesh. Yugendra Raj Vijay Kumar. Ahmad Sahi. Sandeepa Sevmini. Malshi Patiranage. Hidushi Mahindran. Kanistan Agash. It seems the applause is slowly dying, just a reminder. Chatamini Jayawardana. Sajda Mahendiran. Adil Najmi. Rushda Nazar. Shamila Nijamdeen. Devni Dharmasri. Haribashini Muralidharan. Zahara Ismail. Amana Nafla. Chamatka Edri Ratna. Sivadarsan Mohan Kumar. Ramudhi De Silva. Apita Suresh. Danushan Sekhar. Tisri Jayavira. And Sharunya Prada Mahendran. That ends one segment, and I request the chief guest to please remain on stage. We need to continue. But a few more mentions before we proceed to the next set. The Higher Diploma in Biotechnology program is accredited by the Royal Society of Biology, UK, which establishes international benchmarks for academic standards of the program. The Royal Society of Biology, UK, which is a single, unified voice for biology, advising government and influencing policy and advancing education, is a very important player in the industry. BMS Campus is the only institution to receive the prestigious Higher Diploma accreditation in Sri Lanka, and importantly to be the first institution outside of the UK to receive this. Accreditation follows an independent and rigorous assessment of the program, which contains a solid academic foundation in biological knowledge and skills. And this is a set that you'd like to recognize now. That is the Higher Diploma in Biotechnology. And the first name to be read out is Amma Ranathunga. Nuha Hakim. Binara Minsara. Kavisha Kalhari. Ranumi Dahanagama Arachi. Moksha Virakun. Temavi Virjekun. Janudi Gunaratna. And Amasha Vikramasinghe. Dear friends, we now move on to the higher diploma in food science and nutrition. Food and nutrition are essential for our survival, as all of you know it. Food science focuses on the understanding of the science behind the physical, biological, and chemical makeup of food. Nutrition is a growing area of study on the role of dieting and maintaining a healthy human body, and the preservation of disease, and possibly also providing for special needs of patients. It's an industry that's fast evolving and in much need of scientists. Ladies and gentlemen, those joining this global need in the higher diploma in food science and nutrition, Arunachalam Ratushan. And Ashani Samudika. The Higher Diploma in Medical Biotechnology program is designed specifically for students interested in the areas such as healthcare, diagnostics, genetic engineering, drug design and development, biopharmaceutical production, and personalized medicine. Throughout the medical biotechnology program, students will study multidisciplinary fields such as cell biology, biochemistry, pharmacology, toxicology, molecular biology, and genetics to gain the scientific knowledge to address healthcare challenges, and that was a tongue twister, except for the students who followed it. This program also develops transferable skills including laboratory techniques, data analysis, IT, interpersonal and teamwork skills to prepare students for further study for employment in the fields related to medical biotechnology. We have a student for this in the higher diploma in medical biotechnology. We celebrate Suha Ahmed Nasiruddin. And with that, I'd like to thank our chief guest for his services on stage, ladies and gentlemen. We move on to something bigger. The following 5 students have secured distinctions in all modules of the higher diploma. It is an achievement to continue to secure 70% or more in 16 modules of the program. It is now classified as academic achievement and is eligible for the Academic Achievement Award of 2026. To recognize these 5, may I call upon Mr. Alex Burks, Chief Executive of Awards and Training and Higher Education, known as ATHE, an Ofqual regulated awarding body in the UK. Sir, may we have your services on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, Academic Achievement Award 2026 for the area of Higher Diploma in Biomedical Science. I hope you're ready. The first name, Shahira Siddiq. Yugendra Raj Vijay Kumar. Sandeepa Sevmini. And Sarunya Prada Mahendran. And if you counted right, there's one more remaining, and that is for Academic Achievement Award 2026 for the Higher Diploma in Biotechnology, and that goes to Ranumi Danagama Arachi. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'd like to recognize Mr. Alex. He's traveled all the way from the UK amidst the volatile environment that we are facing. It's extremely difficult even to think of traveling this distance, and we'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for making your presence felt. Ladies and gentlemen, Pearson BTech Higher National Diploma in Business provides degree pathways in management, accounting and finance, marketing, human resource management, entrepreneurship, supply chain management, and of course, law. Of course, all this leads me to our next speaker, Mr. Surya Bibile. He is an experienced leader who has brought over 25 years of experience across multiple sectors, and having joined Pearson in 2009, I've been bumping into him quite a while, several times over, and know that his contribution has been immense to Sri Lanka and overseas. In his current role, he oversees the sales operations and market strategies for Pearson's enterprise learning and skills portfolio throughout South Asia. He has also played a pivotal role in advancing Pearson's English language learning solutions, including the renowned PTE Academic. Mr. Surya's leadership has been instrumental in propelling Sri Lanka to become one of Pearson's top-performing international markets for BTech programs. His exceptional performance and vision have earned him multiple accolades within Pearson, including recognition as a rising star and high achiever. Mr. Surya holds an MBA with a specialization in entrepreneurship from Edinburgh Napier University, Scotland, a BA Honours in Management and Leadership from Northumbria University, UK, and is a member of the Chartered Institute of Marketing, UK. Additionally, he has earned a professional certificate in education leadership from Newcastle University of Australia. Importantly, Mr. Surya is a proud graduate of BMS Campus, where he has completed the bachelor's and master's degree. With that little pride in my heart, may I invite Mr. Surya Bibile to address this award ceremony.
Good morning to all of you. Chief guest, Mr. Sri Kumara Kudagama, Deputy Governor of the Central Bank, Dr. Vijayavardhana, President of BMS, other dignitaries at the head table, leadership of BMS, faculties, parents, and of course, most importantly, diplomats or the successful students. It's an honor and it's my privilege to have been invited to be part of this event, the BMS award ceremony. And it's an absolute pleasure to always see the very students we supported and recruited and supported over the last few years have now completed their programs and are moving forward. And as Dr. Vijayavardhana said, we look forward to seeing you next year as you graduate. Congratulations on behalf of all my colleagues and the leadership of Pearson. Pearson is a world-leading education organization and UK's largest examination board for academic and professional and vocational qualifications. So the qualifications that we offer make you future ready and absolute global citizens. As we gather to recognize your accomplishments, I also invite you to reflect on what's called the canvas of life. We all have a canvas, you all have a canvas, to draw your own future, to visualize, to either draw in bold or just have brush strokes. It's up to you to decide how you want to draw your future. And each one of you have a unique canvas, a canvas that's unique to your own life. So I invite you to look back at all those years that you spent from your school days and all that experience you gained, the times you had in the last 2 years studying for your higher education, and it's up to you to decide how you want to draw it and how you want to move forward. But one thing for sure is that you have to keep learning, and I heard the speakers before also mention that learning never stops. At Pearson, we always tell students that although we generally think that most of our learning, and it's a lot we learn in the classroom, it's not really so. We learn a good 99% outside of the classroom. And some of you maybe are working by now, and or maybe on your own, but I'm sure you realize, and you have realized, and you'll keep realizing more and more as you move forward, that you learn a lot more outside. In life, we get inspired in the most unlikely circumstances. We have passions. I'm sure all of you have some passion or the other. In my case, it's sports, and it's a lot to do with racket sports. But it's good to have passion. What it does is, it helps you sometimes or often be distracted from your routine work. We all get engrossed. Even if you're running your own venture, you're employed, you tend to be totally engrossed. And I'm sure entrepreneurs will vouch by this, that they are absolutely 24/7. But it's important that we look after ourselves through those, maybe you're interested in sports, music, it doesn't matter what you're interested in. Maybe wildlife, photography, pursue them, keep doing them, because what you experience there eventually helps you bring back to your work as well. Your networking, the people you meet, those inspirations we gain. It takes me to this example that I sometimes quote. In the early 90s, we all have heard of the Japanese bullet train. A lot of countries eventually wanted that same technology. One of the challenges that they faced in the early 90s, every time they passed through tunnels, it gave that sonic boom that vibrated and gave that noise. That was actually a problem to the residents and those living in those areas. So the engineers went back to the drawing board and wanted to figure out how are we going to come out of this. And one of those key designers, engineers, happened to be an avid bird watcher who drew inspiration from the kingfisher, who's got a long, sharp beak, and thought the kingfisher makes the least amount of impact and noise when it dives into the water. And that's how they redesigned it, where the Japanese bullet frame, the front of it was getting narrower and sharper so that it will cut through the wind instead of pushing the wind out of the tunnel. Just imagine somebody's passion. I'm sure he would have been passionate about it since his childhood. We all have heard of sportsmen and sportswomen. When they move out, they end up becoming fantastic entrepreneurs. And how do they do that? That outside of the box thinking, networking, just like DHL. DHL, the 3 letters stand for 3 friends. When you network with the right people, you end up building empires and achieving your goals. I want to take a moment also to recognize the long-standing partnership between Pearson and BMS. BMS has been one of our longest-standing as well as a very important partner among all our international centers. It's not just about Sri Lanka. At Pearson, being such a large organization present all over the world, we pay very, very close attention and we work very closely with our partners. And BMS has played a pivotal role and has upheld some of the highest standards that Pearson expects of its international partners. As a NOFCOL regulated awarding board, there are benchmark standards, and BMS, I want to thank the leadership, the faculties, and all the staff who have contributed enormously towards upholding the highest standards. Our relationship has only grown every year from strength to strength, and BMS has also been an award-winning center for a number of years. So I want to thank and congratulate the BMS, and I also want to thank you, the students and the parents, for the trust and confidence you've placed in us, and as we wish you the very best as you move forward. Thank you for the opportunity.
I'd like to thank Mr. Surya Bibile for his words. And teaching never stops, I suppose, education never stops, and he used, I suppose, one of the most oldest methods of teaching or passing knowledge, and that was storytelling. And I'm sure many of you are never ever going to forget that story of the sonic boom, the speed trade, and the kingfisher. Would you? I don't think so. So thank you so much for sharing that wonderful story of passion with us here this morning. I'd like to now continue the handing over awards, and who else is best to do that? May we have our chief guest once again on stage to continue handing over the awards. Let's welcome him on stage, ladies and gentlemen, our chief guest, Mr. Sirikumara Kudagama, Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of our country. We now move on to the Higher National Diplomas in Business. We start with Minda Rosario. It seems that the break has done you good and the applause is good. I hope that it continues to be as strong as it was in the last one. Ayamin Rashid. I beg your pardon. Ayamin Rashid, yes. Radinka Fernando. Rahmat Rashida. Ursula Pavitri. Christine Jayawardena. Nilakshi Sivadas. Muhammad Ruhaif. Vishalini Mahindran. Amra Najimuddin. Dushyanti Rajendran. Ifla Imran. Asma Fahim. Muhammad Umar. Darshini Chandran. Malindri Vijay Singha. Stalina Murthy. Ashani Hanks. Lakshiti Sarvanan. Bernie Blinda. Rishika Fazal. Shamla Imnaz. Rebecca Subramaniam. Naisa Amarasinghe. Nusrat Naiza. Atif Anwar. Joshua Columbage. Kirthigan Sugumaran. This list is long, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to remind you about the applause. The morning is still young. Lenin Olivia. Habiba Zareen. Abdul Muyit. Fahma Rasal. Niyamat Shakil. Lakshi Karnan. Ritika Chandravadran. Yusuf Suleiman. Vismida Dachanamurthy. Fazim Wazim. Halima Yusuf. Suvidana Silvaraja. Umair Imtiyaz Deen. Rishada Uwais. Dear friends, before we move on to the next set of awards, I must tell you something. And that is that the BTech Awards by Pearson is known as the award that puts institutions on the map and recognize them for their work of excellence. The BTech Awards is open to more than 100 centers in over 40 countries. And this is the little news. BMS secured the BTech International Institute of the Year in 2022, competing with Pearson Global Centers. The important fact is that this was the first time a Sri Lankan higher education institute won an international award from Pearson. And with that said, we'd like to move on with these lists. Starting off with the Higher National Diploma in Business, continued, Rabia Badruddin. Chatupama Deumini. Harishmi Mohana Kumar. Celsia Leo. Safia Siraj. Nathan De Silva. Rista Rizwan. Syed Lukman. Dakshish Shivasankar. Hiraz Maulana. Inosh Ganesh. Sangeeta Sivanesan. Leena Manohar. Avinga Piyatilaka. Lukman Azwa. Nadana Sabapati Dilrukshi. Nimenma Metsiluni. Wazim Mashur. Hasib Ahmed. Yunus Ahmed. Cynthia Madan Mohan. Rizhan Ahmed. Vitulan Divanandan. Mushab Mahmud. Prabodha Vidumini. Adishan Sarvana Mohan. Himaru Enoch. Yutmini Malsiluni. Mohammad Sharaf. Rayhan Ozir. Walid Imtiaz. Imad Ruzain. Huzaifa Zaid. Tanuj Kadiresan. Zainab Amir. Raksha Ravikumar. Ali Abdur Rahman. Anfas Insar. And Mohammad Rafi. I'd like to thank our chief guest once again. Thank you, sir, for your services on stage. Dear friends, BMS Campus has been known for accolades and awards for its academic quality assurance and practices. The first award for the year 2024, CPM Best Management Practices Company Award, was achieved by BMS in the higher education sector. Best management practices include student support, academic administration, and assessment compliance, and overall practices. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to bigger things, like I said before, because we have to recognize those who have put a little more extra effort. We move on to the Best Student Awards. The criteria for the Best Student Award is that the student or the graduate you see before you should have secured distinctions in all modules with a 70% or more grade or marks. The best student is then selected with the highest average and the contribution also to extracurricular activities. We are looking at an all-rounder. To do the honors to recognize these students, may I have the pleasure in inviting to the stage the President of BMS Campus, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena. So ladies and gentlemen, those you see on stage receiving these awards are receiving it because they are best students. Not only have they spent time learning, they have also spent time giving. The Best Student Award for 2026 for Higher Diploma in Biomedical Science goes to Narmada De Silva. The Best Student Award 2026 in the Higher Diploma in Biotechnology goes to Nuha Hakim. Ladies and gentlemen, as this goes, I'd like to remind you that distinction was received in all 15 modules, 15 modules with an overall grade that I mentioned before. The Best Student Award 2026 in the Higher National Diploma in Business goes to Shamla Imnaz. The next Best Student Award 2026, High National Diploma in Business in Marketing, Vishalini Mahendran. The Best Student Award 2026 for Higher National Diploma in Business, of course, in Accounting and Finance, Ritika Chandravadanan. Now I'd like to thank Dr. Vijay Vardhana for helping us on stage and giving those brilliant awards away. The next award, ladies and gentlemen, is the BMS Campus Vice President's Award for Exemplary Leadership. This award is presented for the demonstration of exceptional leadership skills, teamwork, participation in their special projects and sports. And to do the honors, to confer this, and may I invite Dr. Kalmu Gamage, the Vice President of BMS Campus. The candidates who will receive this award secured distinction in 12 modules out of 15 in the Higher National Diploma, won a runner-up in 100 meters athletic championship among the universities organized by Kottalavala Defense University, and took a major part in organizing the talent show for 2025. Team member in rugby, and also actively participated in the Student Society project, and unanimously was elected as the president of the Student Society for the year 2026. So he seems to be a little popular too at BMS Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, the BMS Campus Vice President's Award for Exemplary Leadership goes to Joshua Columbage. As the photos are being taken, may I thank Dr. Callum for his services and invite Joshua Columbage to speak a few words at this moment on behalf of the class of 2026.
BMS President, Dr. Vijay Vardhana, our chief guest, Mr. Sirikumara Kodagama, who is the Deputy Governor of Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Dr. Kalum Gamage, Vice President of BMS Campus, distinguished guests at the head table, my fellow students and diplomats, proud parents, and ladies and gentlemen. From the school St. Thomas's, I moved here to BMS to commence the British degree, and of course it is my dream. We are all here to choose the degree pathway through the Higher National Diploma in Business and Higher Diploma in Biomedical Science, biotechnology, and food science, which are recognized globally with international certifications. We are all delighted in completing the qualifications within 2 years with great learning experience and performance, which consisted challenges of preparing assignments, making presentations, and exams. The major difference from the school to BMS campus is that we, the students, understood the concepts of knowledge rather than memorizing it. And it also applies the theoretical concepts in real-life cases. It was made possible with the group presentations, industry visits, internships, and scenario-based assessments. We all celebrated and enjoyed Thai Pongal, Vesak, Ramazan, Christmas, and Sinhala in the New Year, which we will never forget in our lives because these celebrations and events taught us to be together and respect each other's values and practices while enjoying them. When we first walked into BMS, we came in different versions of ourselves, some confident, some uncertain, some just trying to figure life out. But somewhere along the way, we adopted the change we required us to progress and, of course, adapt to the changing world. The learning journey made possible with the support of our lecturers who were caring and, of course, controlling. We were pushed to a zone of uncomfort which we have realized that creates and shapes our future. All of us agree that we cannot use the mobile phone during the 3-hour lectures. That, of course, was an uncomfortable temptation which we have adapted over the time. Now we realize we can control the phone rather than it controls us. We learn how to handle pressure, how to work with people who are different from us, and how to rise again when things don't go our way. For me, serving as the president of the Student Society was one of the most defining parts of this journey. It taught me that leadership is not about position, it is about service. It is about showing up, taking responsibility, and building an action-oriented team. But my journey did not stop there. Beyond studies, representing the university in all-island athletic meets taught me discipline, resilience, and winning the game gave me the courage and strength to look for the next challenge. Our friends and fellow students who are studying in biomedical science and biotechnology are working together to explore the integrating business and life sciences in our future projects. One of our science students converted bean leaves to detect melamine content in milk. And we want to provide the entrepreneurial aspects of this research to commercialize the concept. BMS Campus provides us opportunities to develop innovation and skills to make it beneficial to the society. This is the difference we all see, feel, experience at BMS. So we are determined to take on tomorrow and make the difference at BMS. I sincerely appreciate and thank all my fellow students, lecturers, and the distinguished guests. I thank all parents who have been our pillars of success. In particular, my Tati, Ammi, and Nangi for their love, tolerance, and belief in me, which of course the greatest strength God has given me. I humbly give all the glory to God. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of my colleagues.
Thank you, Joshua, for doing the honors on behalf of all the students and sharing the journey that everyone has been through. Dear friends, all good things must come to an end, and that was your study and not this ceremony, I'm sure. There are more things that you guys have planned for yourselves, but the ceremony, of course, needs to draw its curtains down. We've almost come to the very, very end of this joyous moment. I know you are excited, and so is everyone else, because the years ahead will tell true tales of your success. For the past 2 years, you have put all your efforts in to become who you are today. There is a little tradition I would like you to join in practicing, and that is to show gratitude. And I'm sure most of you all do know the importance of it and find some pleasure in sharing appreciation and gratitude. Well, to do the first task, I'd like to invite the parents here who are with us here this morning, parents, families, friends, also faculty and those who have put in all their efforts. Could you please congratulate them by giving a round of applause? They have worked tirelessly. I know you're also breathing a sigh of relief. Maybe some people are thankful that, oh, we are done in different ways, as a parent, as faculty, and so on and so forth. Maybe there are also siblings who now can have their lives back. Aunts and uncles who have missed you at functions can have you back. There can be a little more peace, and so on and so forth. So now I'd like to invite the students who are graduating today. I'm sure you feel mixed feelings right now. Yes, there might be a little joy, there might be a little sadness, there might be a little relief, there might also be some hope. Now, who are you thankful to for all of this? The people who applauded you before. Your mom, your father, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, the faculty members, even if you were not bothered, were bothered about your success. The ones who chased you around, because I know a little bit how BMS works, they don't leave no one behind. They make actually learning happen. So I think you might remember all of them right now. I'll give you a few moments. Think about that. If that did not happen, would you be where you are? How would you want to thank them? Can I invite you to do something small? If you could rise and give them the applause that they deserve, the applause that they have earned by giving support to you and making you stand tall for the number of decades that you have in front of you to show your success and growth. Would you like to join? So it's your time to rise and give a thunderous applause to everyone in this room who are celebrating your success here today. And I trouble them to applaud you throughout the session today. So maybe I'll also join you. Is that fine? So we go in 1, 2, 3, and we bring it all down. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. You can take your seats. I think that was a good applause, an emotional one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of everyone here, on behalf of BMS, those who have celebrated studies and know how education is so very important to further our dreams, I'd like to thank our chief guest who made it possible today to hand over all these awards. Thank you for being here. Our guests of honor, who also took part in today's celebration, delegates of the head table, parents, those who have received their diplomas, the BMS campus staff, who have tirelessly made sure that your studies and this event is a success and a happy occasion. Thank you from the bottom of everyone's heart for making everything so very special. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not done yet, because we have a certain formality to complete. The person who started things off this morning, begun by declaring it open, needs to draw it to a close, and that is our chief guest. So may I please invite our chief guest here this morning. Sir, could you please head to the podium and declare that this graduation ceremony has been concluded successfully.
I declare BMS Award Ceremony 2026 is now closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, as sons and daughters of this soil, I'd like to now invite you to fill your hearts with pride and stand up, rise for the national anthem of our great nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you to please remain standing as the procession leaves the hall as it did enter, led by the President of BMS, Dr. W.A. Vijayawardena. Ladies and gentlemen, as the procession leaves, I have to make a very, very special announcement. There is food. Refreshments are served outside, so please do join this moment to get to know, have fun, and enjoy yourselves. The day has just begun. It has been a privilege and honor to be with you here this evening, to see your great work. Thank you so very much. Have a great life ahead.